Welcome to the Ferns N Petals Wedding Fraternity Meet 2014 with me, Pallavi Batra. One of the biggest names in the Indian wedding industry, Ferns N Petals, brings to us the third edition of this unique platform for networking and exchange of ideas amongst the top professionals in the wedding space. And knowing how big Indian weddings are, this event is going to be bigger than you've ever seen.
Let's go and see how the masterminds of the wedding industry are getting prepared for this grand event.
There's a lot of preparation and work going around for the third WFM meet. So a lot of flower installation, sound check, a lot of activity happening around. You should especially look out for the Russian floral designer we have, Araik Galstyan. He is showcasing his best of the flower work today, which I haven't seen so far in my life.
Today's decor is very, very special because firstly it has been supervised by our own flagship store. The Ferns N Petals is the first and the biggest store that we have. And all of us are really worked up, but at the same time very excited, just waiting. The event is about to take off and the entire Ferns N Petals team is just looking forward to it.
We know very few people in the industry who are known in the market, but we try to create interaction among all the segments. Whether the artist is there are panwalas, there are churiwalas, there are bangwalas. Everybody we want to know each other.
A group of high-profile veterans and professionals from the wedding industry will get together in a panel discussion to share their insights on what's new this wedding season. Let's go and find out for ourselves how they plan to make weddings this year bigger and better.
The panel comprises of JJ Valaya, the founding member of Fashion Design Council of India, the celebrated entertainer Nitin Arora, the international floral designer Araik Galstyan, Sumant Jayakrishnan, the contemporary Indian set designer, the general manager of the Leela Gurgaon, Michel Koopman, and the man behind Ferns N Petals, Mr. Vikaas Gutgutia.
Tonight we have Mr. Badal Jain to moderate this session. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for him.
Wedding industry is a very, very glamorous industry. We have dazzling entries, we have designer clothes, we have entertainment, we have artists, we have dance and music. And it's going bigger and bigger with each passing day. Today, this eminent panel on my left will help me discover the real inside world of this wedding industry. Budget shift, hasn't it gone to a different level altogether? From the way when clients started earlier, maybe 15 years back, when they gave you a brief, today, do they give you a brief like this is how much I want to spend and this is what my event should look like? Or do you give that backwards?
It's very important that good stuff is available in the market for people to spend on it. So what has happened in the last 15 years is the quality, the availability, the imported flowers, good designers, good lighting. Earlier used to be just a tent-wala job. So the whole thing has got into a different kind of a professional tangent where things cost you more. But yes, weddings has always been a medium of reflecting or showcasing your well-being. And that platform is being used in a bigger way now, and there are a lot of professionals who are able to do justice to spending. So I guess it's moving in the right direction.
At the end of the day, it's very important that we have great flowers, we have a great setup. But one thing what I really have learned here in India is that people vote with their stomach. If the food is not good, the wedding is not good, correct? So it's very important to understand what we have to deliver and what people would like to experience, because you only marry once. So we have one chance to get it right, and that's why I think great communication throughout the process is just critical to a successful wedding.
Now there's a huge scope for not just Indian but many other foreign entertainers also to come and I think explore this biggest market of the world. And to some extent many organizations, many companies are already doing that. And the way it is looking, I'm sure that there would be many who would be joining this gang very soon. Initially, earlier people were just worried about the guy who's coming and performing on stage, but now they need to know what exactly is happening with the light and sound to the special effects which we would be using for their event. They need to understand what exactly would be done in various forms. Ambience, they want to see something happening at the gate as well. So the involvement is phenomenal, and I'm sure it's going to go places in the coming time.
The one phrase that I have to deal with all the time is, this must be different.
Yeah.
You know, it's the one thing that I keep coming up against. And so I've had to evolve and devolve and understand how to understand who each client is, so that then I become a channel and I do something which is very specific to them. You know, and it's taken me the last 3-4 years to come to that. So yes, I think you're right. It's gone to an excessive space. But at the same time, the fact is, things go up in fashion and then come down. So at the same point where there are things that are going up and there's an excess, the fact that taste is improving is also meaning that certain things are beginning to be cleaned up. You know? So I can see that happen. I don't think people are going to stop spending money, because the one good thing is, it doesn't matter if the economy is good or bad. If there's a wedding, somehow you find a way to make it happen. A wedding is the one place where people who have money will spend it unconditionally, so it's kind of spreading the wealth again, which is actually quite cool, because it's true. Yeah. And that's why this industry is developing and becoming better now.
So you've started with fashion designing, and you've been there, done that. How have you changed your likes from there to doing fantastic wedding decor as well?
Well, actually, not been there, done that, been there, doing that.
Okay.
So that remains, of course, the main focus area. But as you may have realized, the clients that come to us are the clients who want all these beautiful, luxurious weddings. And from 24 years back, which is when I started, till now, there is a paradigm shift in the way weddings are done.
Yeah.
And I think there is a huge element of faith when people come to us, because they've seen the sensibilities. They now know that it's besides the clothes, they have to look at the venue and an event which is fantastic and once in a lifetime memory. So if you were to discuss India 24 years back and India now, they're like two different stories. But clearly this is an industry which is only headed towards, up north.
Thank you very much for all your time, and I'll just close it with just 2 lines, that wedding definitely is the happiest profession of the world, because we are part of the happiest moment of someone else's life for those 4-5 days. So 5 days I'm a happiest moment of a wedding happening in JJ's family, and 5 days in anybody's family. So we are collecting so much of positivity and happiness all around us all the time. So there's no looking back, and I think this is a fantastic opportunity to hear from you, to exchange ideas. And thank you all for all your time.
And I would like to say this, that yes, when you do a wedding, you get to meet a new family every time. Slowly and gradually you see and feel that you are a part of that family. I'm so glad that I'm a part of this wedding fraternity. And I'm so glad that I'm sitting right next to JJ sir, who's looking absolutely wonderful today. So over to you now.
Thank you so much, Mr. Arora. Thank you so much, Badal, for moderating this session so well. And I hope you all liked and enjoyed all the discussions that we had just now.
Coming up next is the moment we've all been waiting for in the 3rd edition of the Wedding Fraternity Meet. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the most awaited event of the year, the Wedding Fraternity Meet 2014.
It was an idea which came few years back, and it has been very successful. It's been growing, it's becoming more and more popular. So I think in the coming years, this is going to become a very, very important platform for people to meet and greet each other. It's always innovation, think beyond, out-of-the-box thinking. And you know, weddings are a very emotional issue. The bride, the bride's mother, to be able to understand and to be able to deliver their dream in reality is the biggest challenge.
The year 2014 marks 20 glorious years of the journey that has made Ferns N Petals the brand it is today. And to commemorate that, they are launching an exclusive wedding design coffee table book. The book showcases the amazing designs that Ferns N Petals have created over the last 2 decades. And this is also India's first ever wedding design coffee table book.
May I please take this opportunity to please invite on stage our chief guest of this evening, His Highness Shriji Arvind Singh Mewar of Udaipur. Please put your hands together. Let us all put our hands together. And I request Mr. Vikaas Gutgutia to please present a bouquet. So we are really honored and privileged and so happy to have you here. Sir, we would also request you to please unveil the coffee table book, India's first ever wedding design coffee table book.
It's a very, very proud moment for all of us in Ferns N Petals today to achieve a very big dream that probably Vikasji saw some time ago to launch this book, and I definitely want to take this opportunity to read out a few lines, basically the introduction of this book. Here it goes. A wedding is the most joyous of celebrations that brings together family and friends. The journey of the wedding industry in India is intertwined with that of Ferns N Petals. The two have virtually grown together in leaps and bounds, with F&P firmly establishing itself as the premier wedding and special events design company in India. This year marks the 20th year anniversary of F&P. There could not be a better occasion to come up with a wedding book showcasing exceptional designs seamlessly executed over years.
Thank you so much, Ms. Raghav. This is such a proud moment for Ferns N Petals, and we are so honored and privileged to have with us His Highness Shriji Arvind Singh Mewar of Udaipur. Can we once again put our hands together for him? And sir, we request you to please say a few words.
Good evening, everybody. Members on the dais, distinguished members of the audience, Vikas and Meeta from Ferns N Petals. A matter of great pleasure and pride for me to be present here today. Thank you for asking me on this very, very important day, and my heartiest congratulations and felicitations to you and your entire team. And thank you. I'd like to congratulate Vikas for the lovely book. I intend to go through it in my own time. It's going to be it looks to be very informative. And my all good wishes and heartiest congratulations on producing this. I'm sure it's going to be a great marketing tool for you as well. Thank you again for asking me to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. May I please request you to sign one of the books, one of the coffee table books?
A lot of meticulous planning and execution goes into creating a perfect dream wedding. The special couple and their families get what they want thanks to the hard work of the industry professionals. And the team at Ferns N Petals understand the effort that goes into creating these massive wedding productions. And they've decided to use this platform to felicitate those who have contributed in giving the Indian wedding industry global recognition.
Can I please request His Highness Shriji Arvind Singh Mewar of Udaipur to please present one copy each of this book and, of course, mementos to our dignitaries. Sir, can we please have you here?
The quintessential experts of the wedding industry, Harkirat Chaudhary, Radhe Shyam and G.S. Kalra were also called on stage and felicitated by Mr. Vikaas Gutgutia.
It was challenging but a very beautiful journey because we just thought that let's put the wedding industry together. So every year you can see that the hype is more. People are like waiting for the occasion, the registrations are higher. The outcome is beautiful. We're very happy about it.
I think it's fantastic. It's the most relevant platform for the wedding industry. You get to meet everyone, and it's pretty nice. So you kind of interact with everyone. You share your thoughts, your ideas, your experiences. So you get to learn a lot. So it's a mix of everything.
No Indian wedding is complete without its share of song and dance. And here at the Ferns N Petals Wedding Fraternity Meet 2014, we rest assured that everything will happen in style.
The band, with their zestful and high-powered performance, made the audience dance to their tunes. Even the Ferns N Petals group set fire to the stage with their dynamic moves. Let's see what the intellectuals of the wedding industry have to say about this extravaganza and the one-stop solution to all the floral needs. Ferns N Petals.